And it's Gordo here from Gordo's Games. I'm here on behalf of TCG today. So apologies for the delays with uploads for myself. We have had a few tech issues, in-person issues, so we are a little bit delayed things at this point in time. We'll try and get those out to you as quick as we can. From my side of things, I took a step back from YouTube and I've been doing more of the Twitch variety of things. And at the moment, I'm recovering for COVID. Still currently have it, so I'm soldiering on just for all of you people. So I've got a list for you today from Digi-Fest. Get me words out. Digi-Fest in Nottingham, where I ended up taking top 4. It's for blue hybrids, so if you do enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you know when this content goes live for you. Let's stop me rambling, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time because you've probably seen enough of these lists for a lifetime. So we'll start off with the eggs. I have made changes to the deck prior to this, but I put it back just for all of you people. So we'll go eggs. I've got one Ooper on this occasion. I feel like the Ooper is more pushed towards the Magna Gruma variant, whereas you're a bit more aggressive with things. Whereas with this one, because it's all about more stun control and find the right time to go for game, I feel like the Kiara does put in a lot more work. Because there has been occasions where I've not wanted to swing for game because, let's say I'm playing against purple yellow or yellow purple, and they've just put something on top of the reinforcing, and I really don't want to go into it. But I need to try and draw something. I'll try and go out of my way just to trash them on their side. And I've had like 2 or 3 Kiaras set up. So I've ended up putting 2 or 3 cards. A little bit safer. Rookies, I play about 18. This is the part that I did change because I didn't feel like I need. This first 2 cards, I don't feel like you need. Strabby. I put in there as additional targets because I didn't want to go to C on the day to be bricking or not hitting anything. It's a 1-for-1. You play it, you get to add a hybrid. But I don't play coaches, so it's inheritable is useless to me, and it's search. If I hit any of the tamer, it's tragic. We run 4 Boko, probably the best searcher in the game at the moment for how much value it adds to it, and the +2 memory bank. If you go into a hybrid, is just ridiculous. It just puts in a hell of a lot of work. And when your opponent plays these down against you and you have Surajos, it's just your constant feeder because you just keep stunning them. 4 Madoki. In the mirror, it's invaluable. Just being able to stop hammer spots from taking game from you, from your opponent being able to capitalise on howlings or anything like that. This puts in so much work. 4 Sieku, same principle. Stopping Beowulfs coming out for 1, stopping Digimons, all those level 5s that are 1 cost. Going out and potentially changing the tempo of the game. 4 Strabby. Apart from Boko, best searcher in blue hybrids at this point, and look to potentially plus you 2. So it just puts in a lot of work. Okay, level 4 is a little bit thinner of a lineup here. We run just 8, and they're pretty standard. 4 Kuma. On Digivolve, trash one of your opponent's sources. It doesn't have to go on a hybrid or a tamer. Just is when you're Digivolving it, you get to trash one. Really helps the fuel into this guy. So if you Digivolve off a hybrid or a Tommy, it allows you to stun one of your opponent's Digimon. If it goes off a level 4, it costs 1. If you go off a Tommy, it costs 2. It puts in so much work. This card single-handedly wins majority of your matches just by how much you can slow down your opponent. I don't feel like you needed anything like the Kendo Grus, the bounce back one, because I feel like the 3 cost was a bit too much most of the time. So I just stuck with those 8. 4 Beowulf. This obviously there is the things like the BT4 Beowulf and that which are useful. I did side those in against some of the green matchups, but realistically this is the one you want to see time and time again. Being able to just pop your opponent's things back into their hands, swing. If you have a Tommy, freeze the other thing, just puts in so much value. I run a 1 of a Zulon. Oh, I see numerous people running 1, 2, well, mainly normally 2. Not many people stick with just a 1 of. I can see why after playing it. There has been occasions where I do feel like I needed more, and sometimes where I needed less. But the matchups where it did come up, it did win me games. So I'm considering bumping this up to 2. I'm not sure whether to go to 1-1 with Hexa and a Zulong. I feel like they play into two very different elements of strategy. But this really does push when it needs to. And trashing all sources as well can really help if you just want to go Korikaku, and just keep stunning. Moving on to Tamers. Force Oranjo. Cards, it's nuts. This set. Boko's been around. Anything like that. How much you can trip sources. This is always live. Good old Davis is a 3 of. Not a 4 of, even though I feel like you need to see this first turn in majority of matchups. I feel like 3 does enough of it. You got enough search in the deck to find one anyway. 4 Tommy. From security, it's an absolute beast against things like red hybrids. Ancient Greys stuff gets stripped. Okay, you've got 1 check. You done. Or strip from Axe anti decks. You know, it just puts in a lot of work. And being able to go Tommy to Korikaku, stun something, swing, stun something else. Run a 1-off mat. Same principle as Soranjo, it's just a bit cheaper option. So if you want to try choking down, realistically, I tried the 1-off Koji and 1 Magna. I just don't feel like it matches. I feel like if you want to go Magna, you kind of have to commit to it. We run a 1-off Ice Wall because that's all we can run. The logical reason to it, good. 2 Howler Memory Boost. This card, hands down, put in so much work. I never really wanted to see this in security. I always wanted this in hand. But if I get it from security, happy days. 4 Hammer Sparks. This and this are the only outs if you're in a bad situation to kind of take the game back. And that's something I did tweak around with the deck afterwards because I felt like there was options to actually take games back out of hand. Like for instance, Purple Yellow Cherubi. If they get that full on board, no end of Hammer Sparks aren't going to save me. Because most likely they've put themselves in a situation whereas they're going to close out game regardless. They've left themselves enough bodies or they left themselves with enough memory to not be worried about. But if they hit Supreme Cannon, for instance, then you know it comes down to the fact of all those Bushis go back to hand. You know, all those cute ones. You know, you take a lot away their incremental value. So Supreme Cannon was something I sided after. Just putting this deck back to what it was, what I'm testing it with. The other one I'm trying is Forbidden Trident. It's good because if you attach it to a let's say a Beowulf, Beowulf can be a bounce 2, and if you have Tommy underneath it, it's then stun. So bounce 2 and stun is pretty insane when it comes off. But those are the only tweaks I've done at the moment. I haven't seen many that seem much more justified unless I start trying other variants like trying the Magna Guru version overall. But the deck did well. My matchups, I played 7 rounds. First round Black Blockers 2-0. Second round Purple Cherubi 2-1. Third round X Anti 2-1. Fourth round Blue Hybrids Mirror 2-1. Fifth round Green Hybrids 2-0. Sixth round lost 2-1 to Blue Hybrids, which was my teammate Tormo, who took first place in the end, so I only lost to the winner overall. So that one was 2-0. I didn't see the pieces. I'm fine with that. I'll quite happily walk away with that being my only loss. And then round 7, it was D Brigade. So all in all, I played a very varied tournament. I don't know if any of you know my track record from previous events. Whereas like Nationals, I played 6 rounds, 5 of those against Bond of Friendship and 1 against Lilith. So it was nice to have a refreshing mixture throughout the day. But all in all, I'm happy with how the results went and where we got to, and it was a good day for us at Legion. We got to meet. I met a lot of my team in person. We got 2 people in the top 4, 3 people in top 16, and over half the team in top 32. So it was a great result. Big shout out to all the people I met down there. So Jambo, I believe is now part of Team Crit Hit. Dan Blount. Ben, I want to say Palmsley. I can't remember for the life of me. The D Brigade player. Replay. So yeah, met a great bunch of people. It was a good event. All put together. Can't wait to do the next one. And from my side of things here at Gordo's Games, TCG. Do you like the content? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you know when this content goes live for you and you can see more of these deck profiles. I'll catch you all later.